These are your video notes for section 4.2. So the slope of a line is often referred to as m, and it's the ratio, and often we'll write the ratio as a fraction of the change in the y value. Remember, the y is the one that goes up and down, to the change in x. So we could write that shorthand. Here, m is the change in the y value, which we will often refer to as the rise, over the change in the x value, which is often referred to as the run. These points will often be labeled as x sub 1, comma y sub 1, and x sub 2, comma y sub 2, and we'll get into that language a little bit more later. So you can see this green line, and if we look at the difference in the y value, the up and down, we're comparing that to the difference in the left and right, or the x value. We'll notice here, this line has a positive slope. It is rising from left to right, where this one has a negative slope. It is falling from the left to the right. So describe the slope. What they want you to do here is say it rises from, sorry for my sloppiness, from left to right, and then find the slope. So we want to do our m equals, we want to find our difference in the rise over the run. And I want you to write that down every time, get it stuck in your head. So if you look at the rise value here, notice they've made a right triangle. This right triangle could be made here where they made it, or it could be made over here like I'll show you in a second. So the rise value, you can see clearly right here, is 5. And that is the number of squares straight up and down at a right angle from this point. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. Over the run value, that's the change going this way. So again, count the squares in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's where they got this number 6. Okay, and they happen to make this triangle on the underside, underneath side of the line. You could have easily made it up here as well. But you have to compare a right triangle. So again, the rise difference here is the same as it is over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The run is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. So that rises from left to right, so it's a positive 5, 6. This one, describe the slope. It falls from left to right. So it is a negative slope. I'm going to put in parentheses negative there, so you know that is a negative sign. Okay, and this one we could have said so positive. So it falls from left to right. So we will not forget our negative and write it down. So again, write m equals rise over run. Okay. The rise difference, and they even noted it as a negative 3 right here, so that's not a bad idea. Let's go ahead and write negative 3 for our rise here. 1, 2, 3 squares in between. The run difference coming left and right is a 2. And again, we counted that over here. 1, 2, 3 squares going that way, and 1, 2 in the run direction. So whether you make your triangle on this side of the line or on that side of the line, it is still going to be the same. Okay, so what we would like for you to do is to find the slope of each of these. There is not a triangle drawn yet. So I'm going to go up here and get a little different color. So you could either draw your teacher called a slope triangle down here. So straight down from that point across. So again, you should write m equals rise over run. Write that every time. Right now, we can drop it off later without having to memorize it. So the change in the up and down value is 1, and the change going this way is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. Even if I had done that up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going in the run direction, and 1 going in the rise direction. So we'll expect to see your slope triangles either above or below the line. Don't forget, if your line falls from left to right, to add the negative in. And then, after you finish these 3, or you can pause and do it right now, I want you to go back to the Weebly website, watch the slope dude video. And he will tell you about the slopes of these next two. And rather than us doing these together, I want you to come back in tomorrow telling me what this slope is, and it's going to be a number. And then we also want you to come in and tell us what this slope is, and it's going to be a word. So your job now is basically finish this page. So you're going to watch the slope dude video, and fill in those two at the bottom, and you're also going to finish, including drawing out your slope triangles, these next three examples. And then we will talk about these a little bit more in class tomorrow.